Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to All the Mods 11. I have a merchant hanging out in my house. Yeah, from last episode. Going to go ahead and jump right in here. I smelted up some iron, and I'm going to go ahead and make this into a hammer. So you need 2 blocks of iron. So this is not a trivial recipe. I do need some sticks as well. And I don't have much in the way of ore, but I was able to run around and pick up a fair amount of iron, thankfully, to my trip over the mountain to see the village and back. So here is iron ore hammer. Now with this, I'm going to go ahead and first thing is I'm going to double my copper. And it takes a little bit of durability. Now I'm going to double my iron. And that's where I'm going to stay. I have not found gold ore yet, but I do have the ingots. There are 2 kinds of, not there, there. There are 2 kinds of tin and aluminum, which is all the ore, so I don't know if it's actually being used yet in anything. So I'm going to hold off on these, but I will go ahead and get these smelted. I'm going to put 8 in there, and I will throw 16 in there. So I'm going to reserve the rest of this, at least for the time being, in here. And then let's go ahead and I'm trying to make up some food at the same time here. So I have toast. I'm going to make some, save 1. Make some baked potatoes. Alright, so what the reason for this hammer is to maximize our resources right out of the gate, because yeah, some of this stuff is not as easy to find as other things, at least for the time being. And I will put my ore hammer in here. So what I want to do with this is, the first thing I want to do is go ahead and upgrade my backpack. So I will grab that. And I really don't need this either for the time being. So as soon as this is cooked, I'll go ahead and upgrade the backpack, and I'm going to upgrade it twice. So to upgrade the backpack from a regular backpack, I actually, because this is enhanced, I'm hoping I don't lose it. So let's take a look here. Yes, it keeps its it still keeps its armor, so that is nice. Okay, we'll grab that. And then if you go from copper to iron, you only need 4 pieces of iron. If you go directly to iron, you need 8. And right now, even though I have a lot of iron, I'm going to be needing it for all sorts of things. So there's that. And then if I surround this like so, I get the gold version. And so now I have all of that lovely space. And I will put this back away. Put that away. So the reason I needed the villagers is I want to get some things going that will allow me to wander away, and still things will be happening here at home, and I'm going to need a lot of resources before everything is over with. And in case I'm not mining, I would like some things to happen. So, easy villagers. So again, I have my easy villagers. This is the one I want, which is one of the reasons I got the lava. I'm going to need some glass panes, lava, stone, and iron. So I have my iron. Let me cook up just one piece of stone. Let me get that. Do I have any? Nope, used it all up. Okay, and I have a lot of coal. That was a nice find. We'll just make a lot of this. Get that going. And did I put my glass? There, I've got my glass. Okay. So here we make some glass panes. And then we set this up. And iron and yeah, I didn't have the block. Let me try that again. Okay, so this is the iron farm. So we're going to actually be generating iron, which is great because then we can use the iron not only to make tools and armor, but to make other machines and other things. So I also want to get into mystical agriculture, but we'll do that in a second. So this is only available in creative mode, and it's a way so that I just want to mention it. It's not inventory viewer, so it's to view the inventory of the villager, so you can give the villager armor and items. It is not a way to view your own inventory. The incubator and the breeder are to make more villagers. You breed to make a baby, and then you put the baby in the incubator and he grows up. The converter will change someone's occupation. Not sure I'm going to need this. The farmer is handy because he can grow crops for you, and to be able to breed bread works really well. So I'm probably going to start off with wheat. There is a second step. Obviously you have to take the wheat and then make it into bread, and then again if you want to take that bread for myself and make it into toast. But it's definitely worthwhile. And the trader and the auto trader are similar. This you interact with the villager to trade with them, and this you can feed them items and they will make the trades automatically for you. And this one goes with the bartender, goes with the piglin. So let's make the farmer. What am I missing? Oh, bucket. No, I got the bucket. Oh, dirt. That's what I'm missing. That's a nice, easy thing to fix. Because we don't have quests, I'm just going to focus in my initial thing here on and dirt, iron, and a bucket. And there we go. We have our farmer. So I think I have wheat seeds somewhere. Yes, I have plenty of wheat seeds. And I can put these on the roof. I can put them here. They're going to make noise. So I think I'm going to, for the time being, put them up here. And I do not have torches up here. Let me grab my torches. Probably a good idea to make more torches. So I can put these guys up here, and they will hopefully not make as much noise. So it doesn't matter which one. This guy's currently a butcher. These I think are unemployed. So we put the guy in there. He makes himself into a farmer. He actually was unemployed at the time. And then we're going to give him some, that's the output. You crouch and yeah, I thought it was crouching and click. There it is. I just wasn't at the right angle. You just right click and crop in there and he will grow for me so I don't have to and I can focus on other things. This is, will have a zombie in it and your villager is in there, and an iron golem will spawn in the lava and die and create. Oh, see, we got the wheat growing. We'll create. Is that thing, or do I have? Yeah. So that's going to make all kinds of noise. I'm going to go ahead and try to mute those so that we don't have to hear that. And if I want access to it, I can get access from here. So again, yeah. And eventually I will probably want to pipe out of there anyway. So nothing yet. But yeah, let's take a look at the muffler here and see what I can muffle. Let's do recent. Muffled, no. Okay. Villager work farmer. Let's see if we can muffle him. Oh, the other thing is I've got this guy in my inventory. And anytime you have somebody in your inventory, they do that. But if you put him in your backpack, he shuts up. And that is... yeah. Oh, see, I got my first little bit here. Having the seeds is good because I'm going to need that for mystical agriculture. And on that note, let me put some of this stuff away. I will take this so I can go get some additional buckets of lava. Got food. I will take the tiny coal with me. In fact, let me put this up in here. Trying to look slightly organized. And yeah. So for food, I have the good food, if you want to call it the good food. And I want to call it the good food. So it's actually going to be better. Yeah, I'm going to leave the coal here after all. Yeah, let me get that. See if I can get that found here. I think, though, if I do this, it may be doing more than what I want it to do. As I don't want to turn off all zombies everywhere. And let's take a look at iron. No. No, nothing there. Okay. Ambient, I think, is that one. Okay, how about now? Okay. I'm not hearing it. Alright, that's gotta go. Oh, this is my first one. So we should end up with some iron! Yay! Okay. So that's doing what it needs to be doing. And let's try Golem Hurt and Death. There we go. Yeah, that's... I really do not want to be hearing all of that. So I have items I have not eaten yet. I'm going to grab that. And of course this stuff takes up inventory, so eating these little things early on and then keeping stacks of more quality items helps. And I did eat actual rotten flesh. It wasn't great. I'll take that along and leave some quality stuff here. I'm keeping a hold of the one potato that I have that isn't baked, so that I can grow more if I want to. Ate that. That's toast. Yeah. And having some food around here is also a good idea. All right, I don't have boots. I have not found boots. We do have, oh, what am I thinking of? Oh, it's not that, it's that. Integrated dynamics. So with integrated dynamics, you get a couple of things. So we have a manual drying basin, and to make that you need iron, some logs, and some black dye. Why that is unless there's a, no, that should be it. The reason this is handy is we can go ahead and dry zombie flesh, rotten flesh from zombies, into leather. I only have one right now, so it's not crucial, but yeah, that is something I can do. And in the crafting grid, it's empty, so I'm going to toss that in there. Okay. And looks like it's almost daytime. Okay. I'm going to, let's see. The dungeon is tempting to go into just to find loot. And definitely over here, but I don't know if I really want to do that on camera or not. I think we're going to make a mining trip just to get down there. I'm actually quite far up in elevation, so I think making a mine is probably not a bad idea. And we will do some, actually, what does it take? Because I know mining gadgets are in here. I'm going to need some kind of power to do this, but it just needs the redstone. I actually can, well, redstone and diamond should be at about the same level, and this is lapis and more diamond and redstone. I don't think I have found any lapis. No, I have not. Alright, not impossible, but before I take off, let's make some additional sticks and torches so I can go do silly things underground. In fact, I will take these as is. And yeah, coal would be good. I'm comfortable with the fact I can find more coal. What am I doing? There. If I need more coal. Okay, so I will go ahead and I wish there was a way to store experience early on, and I looked and I don't think there is. So we have a kind of a laundry list of items that we're going to need to look for here. And because I sort of messed up this whole area over here, when I was digging around. I'm going to go ahead and, because I was trying to get dirt and stone, and so for building supplies for my house to terraform and everything else, a lot of the extra flowers that are out here are ones that I broke. As this is going up, I'm actually going to come here and go down. So I'm going to go ahead and do a mining tunnel, and I will do that. And that didn't last very long. This is going to be a problem because I don't have a mining tool or any other, a lot of diorite. Being able to get down, I'm going to go ahead because I have the supplies. I want to make a couple of stone pickaxes versus iron, because I'm going to burn through them relatively quickly because they are stone, but I don't want to be using up the iron pickaxe that I have until I actually get down lower, because I'm going to need it when I get down lower for all the good stuff that's down there. So I think maybe one more. Okay. It's a little narrow, but it will work. And I can put the torches up above and descend here. Oh, we are technically in the wilderness. So I have gone beyond the area that I've claimed. That's when you get the message you're in the wilderness. So silver, I'm actually going to need to use this, and I'm going to go back to shapeless. So I just get the area right here. Then I'm going to go back into mining mode. Okay. And actually, that's a little cubby. I can put a torch. All right, and now do I have a shovel? I do not. So let's make some more sticks. And let's get a couple of shovels. I did need gravel anyway to, well, actually that's only one shovel, but that's okay. I'm hoping to get flint because I'm going to need flint and steel, and if I get all the way down to the bottom, that's... And I know I'm doing a downward mining thing. That's okay. I don't think I got any flint. It's all, yeah, but that's okay. Going back to shapeless. And I have a habit of putting torches on one side or the other and sticking with it so I can retrace my steps out. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to do that. And yeah. And that may actually be the beginnings of a mining tunnel. And it's at level, but it's really high, so maybe not. We'll keep going. And this is more coal. I have not found any natural chambers yet, and this is definitely dark. So I will keep things well lit so that you can see, and I can see. And I'm going to go ahead and eat through my stuff here. All right, we have tin. Okay, and we also have a problem. Let's see here. First of all, I'm going to put this. Diorite's good to, well, for things. I'm just going to grab a piece of cobble. I have more than enough. Is this, this may be my first cave. Not that impressive. Actually, it may have just all been ore. Alright, well, I will definitely light it up here. So, let's see, I need to go down here. Let's make sure I'm in mining tunnel mode. I'm going to go down as far as I can. And yes, I think I just ran out of pickaxes. Yep, I did. Alright, so I'm going to continue on like this. If I end up with a cave or anything else exciting, I will go ahead and get the camera back on. But I think since this is hopefully boring mining, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then when I get down to bedrock, I will let you know. I started up at like 160, so I've got quite a distance to go here. But I will definitely come back here in a moment. Okay, I am down at level 37. It's been been quite a distance. And I found my first lapis, and I think that's my first mystical agricultural essence, inferium. So I wanted to have that. The good news is this is mineable with just a simple stone pickaxe. Yeah, shapeless. So that is good. Nothing else back there. And yes, this definitely is inferium. I'm on limestone, so that's fine. I'm not going to get limestone, but yep. Let's put down. There we go. So other than that, I did find a little bit of silver, but nothing tremendous. So I just wanted to show you my first lapis and first inferium, and I'm going to continue on downwards, and I'll let you know when I get down closer. Looking at the map, I'm here. So there is lava down here somewhere, and here, I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, it's behind me. And yeah, there's whatever this is, which is kind of down in front of me. So I may need to poke around here. We have a little lava lake and see what some of this stuff is. Yeah, and yeah, that looks like a dungeon or mineshaft or something. Something fun to go explore. As does that. Yeah, really excited to get out here and get going and seeing what there is to see. So, I will be back in just a moment. Alright, here is something new. It's from Silent Gear called Aquamarine, or Silent Gems, Aquamarine Ore. So it does need an iron pickaxe, and so we're going to go ahead and take that. So it means I think I'm going to get into Silent Gear here soon. And it looks like we're getting down into the deep slate area. So I'm going to keep going, and we'll see what there is to see. Well, I took 2 steps. I've just just kind of broke through between the 2 areas, and I have iridium ore that I cannot mine because it takes a diamond pickaxe. And I don't have any yet, diamond that is. So I'm going to go around this and keep heading down and hope that I get to diamond soon. Alright, while trying to go around the iridium, I found prosperity ore. It does take iron or better to get it, and there seems to be a big chunk. So I'm going to grab that and see. Oh, and look, there's more prosperity. And then we've got inferium, which is great. Getting ourselves set for mystical agriculture. Yep, it's also dark in there. Sorry about that. I'll put that in there. Yep, so now I'm going to try to go around the iridium. Good find though. Sidestepping iridium. All right, another quick find. I found osmium, which also needs a diamond pickaxe. So I'm going to skip that and grab the lead and then continue down some more. But lead just needs a regular pickaxe. And it looks like a fairly large... Oh no, that's osmium. Osmium vein is pretty big here. And I can get that with iron. And then more deep slate zinc. All right, I'll be back continuing downwards in a minute. Another thing that requires diamond pickaxe is runic deep slate from Forbidden Arcanus. So I will have to come back and get that as well. And I kind of went off sideways here trying to clean up all the ores. But it was a good sideways step to get all that. So it's well lit up and I can come back and find it. Then it's off the main stairwell here. I needed to clear away some gravel on the way down, and I found gold and diamond! Yay! So here is our first diamond. And gold does require iron as well. And there's something else here. This is uranium, which also takes... And there we went. We just broke it. The good news is now we can make a diamond pickaxe. So I will clean up this and continue on downwards. Okay, I am back up in my base, and there was a verdant sprig in the farmland here, so I'm not sure if that's a possibility, but yeah, it was taking up a slot, so I took it out. Yeah, its roots classic, so I'm probably gonna just eat it, and we'll if I can, and we'll see where we can go from there. I have 43 iron ingots, so this is fabulous. This puts, you know, in perspective the usefulness of that. So I have, you know, lots and lots of iron, so I can make iron tools and armor, which is what I'm going to do. Although I want to take a look at silent gear to see what is going on with that as well. But I picked up some dark gems and dark stone. This is from Evilcraft and this is from Forbidden Arcanus. And on the way back up, I found more lapis and raw iron that I missed on the way down. So lots of goodies. Put that in there and that as well. So this is again not the best storage system, but we need to figure out which one to use because I am not sure. I want to get something started. Most of the storage systems do require a bit of power, and I didn't even fill up the backpack, and I have stacks and stacks of stuff. So mining this backpack will be sufficient. Where I will get into trouble is if I'm adventuring, potentially get into trouble, adventuring when there's more onesie-twosie things, so I'm finding a lot of individual items, which can be exciting because you can get armor pieces and relics and artifacts and all kind of fun stuff. But that would be somewhat problematic for, you know, the smaller the backpack is. So being able to upgrade this already has been very helpful. And with that in mind, I ended up with 4 diamonds from that one vein and lots of lapis, a lot more than I anticipated. So I will get these into the appropriate container here. I think I may put raw on top and other stuff on the bottom, but I will get that sorted out here. For the time being, I'm just going to push it in a container. But I do have the inferium essence, and I think I just put the prosperity shards there. And you don't use the ore hammer for these, so that's okay. And when you do look at it, it actually will tell you how many uses it has left, so you know when it's going to break. But because I did so well with finding iron, I think I will be good for a while with making iron items. And I did pick up a couple of pieces of flint with all the gravel I was breaking. So that is good to see. So I can make flint and steel. There is, I think it's grains. Grains of Infinity, yes. For Ender IO, you need a flint and steel and going down to bedrock. That's one of the reasons why I'm heading my way that direction, is to get into Ender IO. I'm going to need that. But we can actually make it into, once we get a little bit, we can make it into something from Mystical Agricultures and just grow it, which will be very handy to be able to grow things like diamonds. Because now I have a way to get iron without a problem. And in fact, we can make more of these. So we have these, running across the top here, and they're all making iron. And I can do the same thing with farmers, is make different farms. Now the farmers up here do have limitations on what they can grow, but they can grow what I would consider the basic crops, which is definitely wheat, beet, carrot, and potato. I think there's a couple of other things that they might be able to grow, but those they can. So it won't help with mystical agriculture directly, but we will be able to take advantage of it for food, and food is always a good thing to have. And speaking of which, let me get that out of there. I did find a little bit of limestone. Don't really have a need for it, but it's there. And yeah, I have a fair amount of coal, so I can actually start powering a generator. Oh, let me put that away too. Okay, so that's my bread. That is not does not belong in there. So I have this, and I want to check out. As I said, I'll sort this out here in a minute. But I don't think I have any other sticks. I have wood, but I don't have sticks. So, and it is daytime. I really thought I ended up picking up those frames. I think it's back in the village. I keep saying that, and I should go over there and get that. Get that stuff, now that I have a backpack capable of carrying it all. So, at this point, I think just winding up a little bit. Let's take a look at here. So Silent Gear relies on these blueprints. So, and there's a material book. Let's see here how one makes that. We need a blueprint and a book. I have books. I don't know if I have them here, but I have found books. And the blueprint is paper and blue dye. I should be able to get blue dye. I do have paper. So let's make the book. I think I had blue flowers. I have these blue flowers. And I have purple flowers, but I thought I had a bunch of blue. It probably is over down in the meadow, which doesn't help me here. But let's see if one of these can make blue dye. I would go with yes. So let's do that, and we will make ourselves a book. And my trees look like they're doing well, so yay. Can't wait to actually get a window put in here. Back here, let's see. And where did I put the books? There. So book and blueprint. Ta-da! All right. Now in the advancements, do we have advancements for this? Croptopia, World Tears, Silent Gear. Yes, we do. So we crafted our first thing. And okay. All right. So there are things we can do here. So let's check out the book, see how good the book is. Work in progress. Okay, that's good to know. Good that they say something. So we've got is that the book? Oh, no, I have to click on things. I got it. So various types of items. Let's go back and repair bonus. I have spruce. Ooh, that's tiny writing. Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna be something to work through. This is just the materials. This is not, which is handy to have. I was actually hoping more for the guide, this is the blueprint book, which we need wool. This is where I think we store all the blueprints, which is helpful, but not something I need right this second. No. So we have the material book and okay, so not so much blueprint. So I'm going to need a lot of blue dye and a lot of paper to be able to do this. And I did get sugarcane. So I will go ahead, and I believe we are still talking here. Let's confirm that yes, we still use sugarcane to make paper and sugar. So I will go ahead and grab a bucket of water if I can find where I kept the buckets with me. I thought, yeah, there they are. So let me get a bucket of water, too, and let's go make some bamboo planting area, which, let's see, what is currently being chunk loaded. No, that's not the one I wanted. I think it's this one. Yes. So my home is inside a chunk, which is helpful, but I don't necessarily need to have this in the same chunk. Yeah, let's make a little area here. If you're not familiar with this, you can check your controls, but F6 on the keyboard, the function key F6, will bring up this. If you hit it a couple times, it'll go from just the corners to the entire grid work. This is kind of nice because it shows you where the center line is, so you can kind of center things if you need to. And I'm going to go this way. So, in fact, there we go. Thankfully, when you clear grass, it's all on the same level, so you don't go up or down. So that's something to think about. And I'm not sure how much space I'm going to need here. And sand would be helpful, because I don't think I can plant this on grass. Can I? Is there... Oh, the thing... Okay, let's see if there is... I haven't looked for this. I don't know if it's here, and I haven't seen it, but there is SNAD. And SNAD is made... Okay, this is awesome. Yes, we're going to do this. SNAD increases growth tick. Let me get inside. Let me sleep really quick. Oh, okay, not quite time yet. So with the red sand, I should be able to make SNAD. And I don't need a lot. So let's actually go this way. Okay, so to make this, you just 2 pieces of sand next to each other, and I'm going to make the red SNAD just because I have this. If you have regular sand, you can make this, and if you have soul sand, you can make this version. So this works. You have to use up 2 pieces to get 1 SNAD, but I have made SNAD. And as long as I don't get attacked, I can put this out here. And let me get rid of that. There we go. So two more. Alright. In fact, since I'm going to be out here, let's throw up a couple more torches. There we go. Light it up just a tad. This is probably going to be overkill on the amount of stuff I need, but... Oh, forgot about them. Phantoms. Yeah, I really don't want to mess with them just yet. They'd like to come down here and be more than willing to attack them if they come down here, but yeah, let's not. Okay. He will die quietly, or not so quietly. He doesn't like sun. There he is. He's caught on fire. Now's a good time for him to come down here and I can hit him with my sword. Come here, guy. Come on down. Yep, there he went. He's dead. Okay. Alright, and let's get this planted. Alright, there we go. That's a good growth uptick. I planted it's already growing. So we will have lots of... yeah, in fact, I will go ahead since I can. Yep, little bonus on the end there. So I do not want to be doing this manually, but if it wants to grow this fast, it's not bad to come out here and harvest a little bit and I will be good to go. Need that. And where are the rest of my wheat seeds? Did I move them? There they are. Okay, so to get this going, and I'm going to need to, you can make this into blocks for easier storage, but what I want to do is I want to create the inferium seeds. And yes, I do not want to create 5 though. I just want to create like 3 to get started, because I want to save some of this inferium. And the reason for that is, and when you start getting lots and lots of inferium, you can do lots and lots of things with it. But I want to make some farmland. And what you need is you need a hoe and some inferium and some dirt. And I believe I still have my hoe in here. And here's some inferium. And here is this. So I have 3 seeds. So at this point I'm going to make 3. Just 3. Also because I want to reserve this a little bit until I can, no, I think I did that wrong. That's farmland. Okay, for whatever reason it's not. We'll do it that way. So I have my farmland. Now, I've already got my water set up, so yay for that. So I just need to put this down. Okay, and then we can plant our inferium seeds. They're already getting waterlogged. Cool. I want to say it's called a worm. That's not the worm I want. Aquaculture is in here. I mentioned that in the first episode. So at some point we're going to go fishing. But here we go. We've got this. Growth is nothing. So one of the things I know we can do to speed that up, and let's take a look at this, by the way, is also in the chunk right next door to the one that my building is in, so I will go ahead and chunk load that. But so yeah, there are watering cans, so you can take a watering can and fill it with water and water your crops, and you will get a bonus ticks. Obviously, I don't want to be standing here doing that for very long, but you can, and then you can get better and better watering cans that do larger areas. So again, because we do have a fair amount of iron, I'm going to probably do that. And I also, let's see here. Did I put the ingots in here? I don't see the ingots in here. Yeah. Okay. First, before I get sidetracked, let me go ahead and chunk load this chunk. Whoops. This. Come on. Chunk load it. There we go. And it is chunk loaded. And then let's quickly take a look here. I didn't think I used up all my iron, but I am not seeing my iron. And I didn't put it in there, and I don't seem to have it on me. Okay. Did I make more? No. Okay, so we do have the hammer. We do have copper and iron. And, oh, you know what? Did I? Yeah. And I definitely have a lot of seeds. I can't believe I used up all that iron. Oh, I made iron dust. Yes, I made a hammer and iron dust. Okay. I just haven't smelted the iron. I'll do a half stack in there. Alright, so there's that. And then we can make a diamond pickaxe. And, well, I wanted to see, and this is where I was going with Silent Gear, is trying to see what I can make in terms of a pick. So let's just do this. I want to make a pickaxe. So let's take a look and see what kind of pickaxes there are. We've got the standard ones. There is copper, so that's a possibility. We have iron and diamond, which are always good to make. We're not there yet. And then, yeah, these aren't going to happen because these actually take things that require netherite and better. But the one I want to, this is applied energistics tools. I don't think I want to go there just yet. Neptunium will give us a pickaxe. And with Neptunian's Grace, which no penalty underwater, which is very nice to have if you're going to go explore buildings underwater. Then these are, yeah, not, I like the Fortune, but I don't like the Curse of Vengeance. Ferrocore is just dire things, and we kind of should get started on that as well to get some resources going there, because it's a great way to enhance your coal so you get a longer burn, and there's a very exciting tools and things in there in the Just Dire Things pack. And these are all Just Dire Things. And then the other things we have are, this is Mystical Agriculture, and we can do upgrades there. And then this is Occultism, and we're going to need that at some point as well. But I think it might be... Okay, so let's take a look at Foundry here. Productive Metalworks. So where is the actual Foundry drain? So this is reminiscent of what was that mod called? And my Wandering Merchant is back somewhere. Let's go find him. And here he is. And what do you have? I can give you hay bales and you will give me emeralds. Well, that's cool, considering I have hay bales. What else do you have? You have a skeleton skull. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Not only do I have hay bales, I have a villager growing hay, or wheat, which makes hay bales. So we'll grab that. I will grab this. I have a sense that, like with the bottles of water, he probably isn't going to let me do this too many times. I got 2 emeralds out of the previous... stand still. Previous merchant, and Yeah, you get two. So you're limited to what you can get, but you get two, which is better than none. It's actually nice that he does that. Okay, cool. I'm getting no growth on this. Oh, wait, I got a little bit here. Okay, it's very hard for me to see my plants when you're walking all over them. Yeah, it's very, very, very slow. So I need to speed that up. And that means making a watering can. So I will do that. So I need a bowl, bone meal. I don't know that I have a bone. No, I don't. Okay, that will slow things down. All right, I'm going to make one more piece of farmland. And one more seed. Oops. Okay, let's go put this out quickly. These are going to take a long time at this level, and the better head start I have on this, the better I'll be in the long run. And I do see the zombie coming towards me. I love it. Oh, all right. Ta-da! I got some inferium essence. I think I just got one, but it's something. And I think at this point, we've done some mining. I'm not going to be doing mining on camera. This stuff goes like crazy. I wish I could plant these on there. Um, yeah, I don't think it works that way though. And but I do have enough to make one more, so let's do that. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. I do not. And I don't think they work well there. So it's doing its thing. Rain, I don't think does anything for it. And and I'm doing the limbo underneath the leads here. I think I will rest. Um, so we actually we made an entrance to our mine. We found some diamonds, and I can make a pickaxe and go down just using the standard tools. Make another iron pickaxe and a diamond pickaxe. Go down and do some mining successfully now, and I think at this point I'm going to call it. Between episodes, I'm going to run back and get all the items that I left back at the village and fill up my backpack and bring everything home so I can get my stuff organized and be ready to do more. So I think at this point, since I have that stuff loaded, now's a good time to... And I got emeralds. Yay! To head out. I hope to get some more plants, especially since I'm heading back over. I'm going to try to pick up some saplings and some fruit, so I'll let you know how things went when we're at the next episode. If you have any questions or comments, by all means, please put them down below. I do read and reply to everything. This map I plan to keep as we progress through, and it should be fun playing in the valley here surrounded by mountains. Also, you can look forward to me going off and adventuring and finding exploring dungeons and all kind of different structures that are out there. Getting this stuff started early on means I will have access to this stuff when I really need it. So yay for iron and wheat. If you enjoyed, please give me a like. It really helps me out, and subscribe to get alerted to new content as I make it available. I'm alternating this with a different playthrough that I'm doing on Craftoria, so you will get to see many episodes of this and Craftoria as I go along. I hope you enjoyed this episode of All the Mods 11. Thank you very much. Cuberized, signing out.